Hi guys, I am Francis.
And I'm Rihanna.
All financially flair.
Yes.
But we say it together.
Oh, sorry. Let's go.
Hello guys, I am Francis.
And I'm Rihanna. All financially flair.
Well, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are talking about 3 things we did to reduce our bills and utilities. Some of them are crazy, but we are looking forward to sharing them with you.
Oh yeah.
Now, before we get on with the video, could you give us a thumbs up if you don't mind? If you like this video, actually, give us a comment. If there's something you want to share with us, please go ahead and put it in the comment section.
Yeah.
Subscribe, hit the notification bell so YouTube will let you know every time we upload a new video. Could you do that for us?
Could you, please?
Thank you very much. Okay. Now, the very first thing we did when it came to ways that we could actually reduce our bills was pulling out the plugs. Now, with that, I have actually gained some, I guess, a nickname, and which, I mean, is true. I am the pull-out king when it comes to the plugs. If you didn't get that, well,
oh my god,
go back and rewatch it.
Because it's true. Like, it's not even a joke. Like, I have deemed him the pull-out king of the plugs. Because no matter where we are, a hotel, what we're doing, toasting a piece of bread, if Francis sees a plug-in and you are not using it, honey, he pulling it out.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, while you're at it, could you tell us how that helped us in terms of numbers?
So, in his quest for the plug, our initial bill, I think when we first moved into our apartment back in Jacksonville, was like $193.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey.
Yeah.
And so we were like, man, how are we going to lower our bill? Like, what can we do? And Francis had seen a tip about pulling out the plug when something is not in use because you just have the current kind of running through the plug unnecessarily.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to pause you here. I got that from reading. And remember, we did a video on getting to know us. She queried me for reading, so I guess it comes in handy. You can go on. My pleasure.
Excuse me. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
So he got this tip from reading.
Yes.
And you're so silly. He got the tip from reading, and we realized that things hold the current and the power when they are, even if they're not in use, but if they're plugged in.
Yeah.
And so he said, well, why don't we try to start pulling out the plugs around the house of like, the toaster, our air fryer, random things that we just didn't use all the time. So I was like, okay, well, obviously this is very difficult for me to do just right off the bat because if you're not used to doing it, you don't think about pulling out the plugs. It's not really something because they're always typically plugged in.
Yeah.
We started pulling it out that first month pretty well. Like Francis was pretty good on keeping up with it. I was not very good on that. And our bill, when we got it for month 2, had reduced to like $70. I was a believer after that. I became the pull-out queen as well. And now we are a pull-out couple of the plugs. Like when you come by our house, if you ever have to stay with us for any length of time, we're going to make you a pull-out master because we do not believe in keeping plugs in. Honey, that light, that lamp coming out, the toaster, everything. Your phone ain't charging. Is your phone? I'm going to ask you, your phone on the charger? No, pull it out. Because it's no need. And it has really significantly reduced our bill. I mean, I'm amazed. I am amazed. So, can I challenge you guys? Go home right now tonight. All right? For the month, dedicate to yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to become a pull-out master like Rihanna and Francis.
Yeah.
And try it. Literally try it for a month and come back to this video.
Yes.
Rewatch it. Okay? Re-like it. And then comment again saying what the difference in your bill was. I dare you to do it.
Yeah.
I double dog dare you to do it. You're welcome. Trust me.
What was the second one?
The second tip. Are you guys ready for it? It's a little out there. Not everybody will align with this.
Yeah.
This is what my husband and I chose to do in the comfort of our private home. Okay, so let me disclaim that right away. But during the colder months, we lived in Florida, so Florida's cold and New York's cold are different. So I need to preface this statement. But we lived in Florida, and so during the colder months, we didn't turn our heat on. Like, you cold? Put a sweater on.
Yeah.
You still cold? Put your sweatpants on. Yeah. If you walking around in shorts in my house and you cold and inside of the house temperature is 61 degrees, you need to be dressed better. Yeah. There'll be times you'd come home like, man, it's cold, because he's originally from Ghana. I was born in the States, but I'm from the Caribbean, and so specifically Dominican and St. Kitts, massive stand up. Okay, cool. But because I'm not from the Caribbean, I'm from two places. You have to be specific.
Of course.
But it's like, yeah. So we are warm natured, and this is a little far fetched for even us. I'm not gonna lie, but we decided one year, we're going to stick it out. We're going to get these. We were really aggressive these days on the saving tip. Yeah. And we basically was like, F it, let's try it out. And we did. And it's honestly really not that bad. And I think what we ended up doing was getting a space heater, right?
Yeah. I think in places like Florida, you can get away with it. I mean, it gets cold, but like it's not as cold to places like Oklahoma.
Right.
We are not going to try this in Oklahoma.
No.
If we ever move there. So in Florida it was easier, and with the space heater that helped, because wherever we were, we just heat that particular room.
Right.
And that was it. And so that really helped. That helped us to be able to keep our bills still at the same price.
Yes.
Like compared to like the summers. So
right.
That was helpful for us.
It really was. Yeah. And I mean, while again, some people would be like, oh, well, I don't want to be uncomfortable. That's my line in the sand. That's okay. For us, we really kind of challenge ourselves, kind of like
like a challenge.
Yeah, to kind of see like, could we do it? And it really wasn't that bad.
It was just fun, actually.
Yeah, we dressed appropriately. Yeah. Anytime we were cold, I was like, we probably need more clothes on, and we'd put it on. And it was really okay. I think probably the hardest part about it would be in the very early mornings when you get up to want to pee. Your room is nice and cozy and warm, because the space heater comes on and off, but then like the bathroom is like 2 degrees. Yeah. So like, outside of that, it was fine. So maybe you could challenge yourself to do that too. But if you don't, I'm not judging. Okay? I'm not judging. So what was the third tip, Francis?
Well, I think the third one was very economical in the sense that we found a community and we shared our bills. So we did a barter system almost, where
barter, not butter. Yeah. The accent there. Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Barter.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And so say they had Netflix, we didn't have it, but we had something else, we'll sort of trade and say, okay, we can share passwords, because whatever we had allowed maybe 2 or 3 logins, and so that's how we got to have something different to what we had, and we shared it with a friend. And so we got to split the bill together for the price of one, basically.
Right. So I think at the time that friend had Netflix and we had Sling. Yeah. And during that time that we first signed up for Sling, it was relatively new. It was a streaming cable service. And so...
it still is.
And still is, yeah. It's still available. And what we essentially did was we got the equipment for it. We had to get a Roku, and we downloaded the apps for it and all of that. And we now had a package, and I think we paid roughly maybe like $30 for it. And so we split that bill with someone who had Netflix, and we just kind of exchanged passwords. And so now we were an authorized user on their account, and they were an authorized user on our account, and we kind of like half those bills. So instead of having them having 2 and we having 2, we just shared. And now we were in that we lowered a bill. We completely removed one of the bills. Yeah. And so those were like, that's a really creative way of like, how can I utilize, I don't know, like our friends and like people who were interested in wanting to go into a partnership like that with us to be able to reduce a bill. Who doesn't want that? So like the question you need to be asking your friends and yourself about your friends is, do you have the type of friends you could do that with? Because we did. Okay. So shout out to y'all. But those were just kind of like 3 of our little tips of how we lowered our utility bills on a month-to-month basis, and it really did make a change. Like we said, our light bill, electricity bill went from almost $200 down to $70. You do the math.
Yeah.
Quick maths, okay? Quick maths. That's a large jump. And then our second one was basically becoming little Eskimos in our house, okay? And using a space heater when needed, only in the rooms that we were in.
Yeah.
And our third one was economically sharing our bills with a friend. I mean, what's not to love? So try these tips at home, guys, right, Francis? They should really try it. And let us know.
Give it a try.
Yeah, let us know if it worked for you. Comment below. Like I said, come back again and comment again and tell us if it worked for you. We'll be looking. I'm going to be looking for you. I will find you. Okay, love you. Bye. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming and supporting our just fun little financial foolery. It's not really foolery. We really are dedicated to sharing our journey in a very lighthearted, but also detailed and information friendly way. And we hope that the way in which we deliver the information is being of service to you. So I really appreciate you guys for supporting us, right, Francis?
Yeah, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate the support. Cannot be denied. And so thank you so much for spending your time with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you so much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next video. Yeah. As always, keep up with Financially Flair,
because we'll get you financially there. Bye. Guys.